Yes, sweetie, so 2 or 3 biggest health challenges in your life that you overcame?
Recurring pneumonia. I mean, I got it once every year from, from like mid-20s to early 30s. I did take antibiotics for almost an entire year. I knew antibiotics weren't good. I'm not putting antibiotics down. Like, they have their purpose and they can be amazing, but for what I was using it for a year was just not okay. And it messed my system up, I'm sure. And I also had a hormonal imbalance.
How did you overcome these? By the way, I know the answer. I know the answer. I'm just interviewing her.
My husband didn't know these things about me.
I know, after 14 years.
No, the reason I got over these things is because of you.
Score.
Well, you and Dr. Oliver.
Dr. Oliver.
Who is a Western / holistic Eastern medicine chiropractor. Everything. He's everything.
Just like any holistic specialist should be. You gotta know about everything a fair bit. If you don't, then you're just guessing.
I was on all these natural supplements, and I mean, wow, it was a lot. And I did a candida cleanse with just very clean food.
The bottom line is, she had a hormonal imbalance, affected her mood, affected her body in various ways. She tried all the celebrity doctors here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, hormone therapy.
Doctors.
Yeah.
The paper. This is the sound. So all kinds of celebrities go to these doctors. She told me about the procedure that they prescribed to her. And I was mortified. Is that the right word?
No, horrified.
Horrified.
Because, well, yeah, I mean, just in general, not the healthiest way to get your body back to normal.
After the traditional Western medicinal way of going about balancing her hormones, completely unsuccessfully, spending thousands of dollars, she was willing to try something else. It took 3 months.
Well, first of all, I just want to make it clear, I've always believed in alternative medicine. That's how I grew up.
Yeah.
So it's not that I thought, oh, how is this going to help me? But I think I was so far down the rabbit hole in trying to like figure out what is going on with me, and so desperate and feeling hopeless at that point.
Yeah.
That I was hesitant to think that, you know, some drops were going to solve the problem.
That's what happens. We are so not empowered to believe that it is possible to figure it out. That it doesn't have to come from any kind of mythical sort of sources, like a doctor or something that you don't understand. Because, by the way, we are in a parking lot, so all the cars going on here. Corona parking lot conversation.
I was a vegetarian from 13 until 25, 26.
And why did you stop?
Because I developed anemia, and I felt like I was swimming underwater every day, and I was craving burgers. I was dreaming about burgers. And my doctor told me, well, you have 2 choices. You either start giving yourself B12 injections into your butt, or you start eating meat again. And I was like, okay, well, since I'm craving it, I guess I'll just start eating meat.
Let's see, stabbing myself with injections, or I eat what I've been dreaming about.
Well, it was always about animal rights for me. So when I started to eat meat, I was very adamant that I was only going to eat meat that was sourced from, you know, good farms where I knew the animal had a good life and they weren't treated with antibiotics.
But I dream for our world that people regain the self-confidence that you can heal yourself, you can find the answers, and you do not need to rely on a source which is chemical, that pharmaceutical. Nowadays, all common illnesses, all cancers, everything are skyrocketing. So if modern medicine would be the answer, how does that add up? Because the problem is, you get stressed out. When there's something wrong with you, you get stressed out.
And you just want a quick fix.
You want quick fix, and because you're stressed out, your brain doesn't think straight. Now your brain thinks in a vacuum. You know, stress narrows your focus, and that's a problem because you want to think holistic, you want to think with your broad spectrum, look at every possible option.
I think most people lack discipline as well. I mean, I didn't drink coffee for a very long time, which was my biggest nightmare. If you don't have that willpower, then it's so easy to be like, oh, you know what, I'll just take that pill.
But the willpower comes from belief. But because most people don't believe, well, Because most people don't believe in the process itself because it doesn't make sense to them on some deeper level. It's hard to commit. And if you have a partner, because we were always doing everything together.
And you were doing the diet at the same time, which helped a lot.
So if you have a partner, if you go about any processes as a family, right, as a community, it makes it easier. If you need to change a diet because you're trying to heal yourself, like for example, I didn't eat meat for 4.5, 5 months. And if Winter wouldn't have joined in with me mostly, it would have been significantly tougher. It was still difficult because I love meat and I really love meat, but it was much easier this way. So thank you, baby.
Oh, you're welcome. Snuck a burger on the side here and there.
I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people who disagrees with this, and I'm not saying that there's no place for modern medicine. Modern medicine can really save your butt when it comes to invasive procedures. You need a heart surgery, use Western medicine completely. But if there is another way, then I would highly recommend to entertain the idea of utilizing the old techniques that evolved throughout millennia and use those. There is something to them. Nothing sticks around for thousands of years if it doesn't work.